In the mood for a Christmas in July card? Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. It's hot out there in all the land, but today I have a cool, vintagey, sort of retro style card to share featuring some new stamps and dies from my friend Simon Hurley. It's a really fun card. I kind of giggled throughout anytime I used the word ho. That's gonna happen. To see that card project, stick around. It's coming up next. Here's a look at the fun stamp set I'm going to create with today for this Christmas in July card project. This is new from Simon Hurley Create, and Simon has created a really fun, retro feeling, type oriented and Santa oriented set. I love the typography on this. I think it's so cool and minimal, and I love these retro Santas. So I'm excited to use Silly Santas and see what shakes out. I think I might do a card and a tag. We'll see, but I do have the coordinating dies, which is so nice to be able to cut things out. So let's get started with making the card. I've got my grip mat in here. This is the Waffle Flower grip mat. It's kind of nice for holding your cardstock in place, no magnet needed. And this is a piece of the 110-pound Neenah Classic Crest in the Solar White. And I think what I'll do is for my card, get these backers off here. Oh, it's taped together. Love that. I think I'm going to take 3 Santas. I don't know if I'm going to use all the Santas, but I want to have some Santa choices here. So let's see here. Which other one do I want? I like the one who's laughing, bowl full of jelly. Kind of can relate to that sometimes. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stamp 3. Now I thought just for fun, I would stamp them in VersaFine Clair. I want these to be just as inky as can be. So first I'm going to pick them up. My paper will stay. I'm going to do a little priming here with my finger just because it is the first pass, and photopolymer stamps all have a bit of a coating. Let's take the VersaFine Clair. Love this ink. I don't use it a lot. It is a pigment ink, but it is so dark. Now I know that Simon Hurley, he likes to throw on a little clear embossing powder. I wonder if I should do that. You know, if it's, I have some. Let me see here. All right, let's bring this down and transfer the ink. Maybe I will. I'm going to channel my inner Simon. Let me grab some. I guess the other nice thing, oh, I'm going to have to get a little more on that. I guess the other nice thing about that is then you don't have to wait for your pigment ink to dry. Got to give a little more pressure in there. All right. I'm going to stamp it one more time, like that, just to get my Santas very inky, and transfer. I think I'm getting it in there enough. Oh, that's very inky. Now, I think I'll do one more because I want to be able to transfer it really quickly to get the powder. These are as dark as they could possibly be. All right, VersaFine Clair, you are a wondrous ink. All right, we're gonna push. Sometimes I just like to rock my hand on there. I'm gonna move this to the side, and I'm going to lift this off with, oh, not with that side. Let's lift this off here in the corner, like that. And then just pull up the paper. It sticks pretty well, but just pull it nice and even. And now let's do the trick. Let's throw on the clear powder. I never do this. I'm gonna do it. I mean, I've done it a few times, but we're gonna get it deepened and shiny and ooh, magical. All right. Ooh, I need to get some more of that clear powder. So now you can see that it looks a little dulled down. So let me scoop this back in, make a mental note to order more clear powder from Simon Says Stamp. Love this stuff. And we'll melt the powder. Actually, before I do that, I think I'm going to clean these really quickly with, oops, things are flying here. I'm going to use a little stamp cleaner. This is from Simon Says Stamp. And then I'm going to use my Hero Arts scrubber because I think this is really nice for cleaning pigment ink off of stamps and getting them nice and clean. There we go. That looks pretty good. Plus, these pads come off, they Velcro. You can replace them or you can wash them with a little gentle dish soap and hot water and just let them air dry. But they really do get into all the nooks and crannies and clean the stamps nicely. Oh my gosh, that is very cool because now my Santas, they have that little coating. Oh, I love it. Look at how shiny and nubby they are. Very cool. All right, let me get the coordinated dies in place and we'll cut out our Santas. I've got the dies taped into place here, so I'm going to pop on this and go run it through my die cut machine. All right, let's see how we did. Okay. Good, good. Oh my gosh, look how cute they are. They're so cute. Let's move on to coming up with the design. I'm gonna make a little striped panel, and all I'm gonna do here is just take a little of this and just put some on this panel, little Gina K tape runner, like that. And I'll just speed this up, but I'm going to make some stripes on this card. That is my panel, and I did this all. This is Cranberry cardstock from Concord and 9th, and then I also just used 80-pound Neenah Classic Crest in the Solar White. I'm just going to cut off some of the excess here because I don't need all those pieces. But I am going to make a panel out of this. So haven't done the little stripy stripes in a while, but what I'm going to do is grab one of my favorite panel dies, and I think I got that pretty well, and then cut this out for my card. So let me grab that die. All right, I'm going to go corner to corner with the red and the white, and this will also really help these layers to press into and sort of seal them onto the piece below. I might be a little off here and there, but you know what? It's going to look great on the finished card. Let me go cut this out. All right, pop that out and look at that beautiful inlaid pattern. It feels cool, it looks cool, and now I have a very Christmassy stripy panel for my card. So here's what I'm thinking. I've got this really pretty gray cardstock. This is from Spellbinders. This cardstock is Silver Fox, but what I'm going to do, I cut out 3 hoes like that, and I'm going to cut out the ho out of some of this Simon Says Stamp matte silver cardstock, and then I will also cut one layer out of white on the hose so that I can have just a little bit of dimension. So I will cut all those pieces out and glue everything together. A couple of my letters got a little extra detail, and I wanted to try a less pressure machine. So I'm going to run, oh wait, did I put it on the wrong side? There we go. I'm going to run this through my Sidekick and see if it's different. And I think for those of you who've used any sort of metallic or coated cardstock, you know what I mean let's see. That was my patented technique. Sometimes they can look a little pressed, and that actually does not at all. That looks much better. And again, well, that one has a little bit, but sometimes I just do extras because, well, you know what? I'm a crafter and this is my happy place. And so I'll get the smoothest H's that I can. Yeah, you know what? There's only one H here and one H here and one O. So I'll just pick my favorite ones and build those up. I cut a piece of vellum because I actually think that that is kind of cool, right? It kind of brings it down just a little bit, and I like that. So I've got my ho 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 up here, and let's go ahead, get you out of the way. I don't think I need that. Move some, I'm running out of room here. Okay, we're gonna come over here like this. I'll take this and we're gonna score our note card. So let's pop this here and I'm gonna score this right at 5.5 to create my top folding note card. Put it down like that and set that aside. I'll give that a press with my Teflon bone folder. All right. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I want to pop this up because this already kind of has, although do I? Oh gosh. You know, part of me thinks maybe I should put another panel of cardstock underneath it for a little dimension. Let me cut one really quick so that that can lift this up off the paper. I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to push this right into the corner. It helps me to line things up quickly. And that way, this now has a little more heft to it. I think that will be better. Okay, but you know what? If I put thin foam on here, I think that could be kind of cool. Let me grab some. This is the Big Mama tape roll from Simon, and this is the thinner loft. So it just gives you a little pop up, and it's nice for just that extra, but not too extra, bit of dimension. All right, let's get that on. Take the backers off. That. All right. Now here's the thing. I can put my vellum down and I'll just figure out where to put a little glue, because what I think I'm gonna do, this little Santa is gonna be over here. This little Santa is gonna be over here. And this little Santa, it's almost like the three piggies. This little Santa's going all the way home. So he's gonna have his foot off. He's gonna have that, and I think he will be right about there, because here's what I'm gonna do. This is such a funny card. I'm gonna go ho, ho, and a ho. He's gonna be just ho, ho, ho. Isn't that fun? It's kind of wacky. It's kind of different. All right, so let's just take little bits of glue right in the spots where we know we're gonna have a little guy here. So it'll be here, here, and here. And now all I have to do is line that up, and the rest will just kind of hold it in place. You know what I mean? You won't even really notice that little bit of tape runner, right? Because we're going to cover it up. But now I can be a little more, oh, what's the word? A little more intentional with the placement of my Santas, because I like Santa butting into the margin like that, and I actually really like that placement. So let's start with some glue on the Santa. And it's really just, it's a collage of Santas. So, and we're gonna pop you right about there, foot off, but can still fit into the note card. I'm gonna split that right on that line. I think that's really fun. Okay, pressing him down. Again, we got the parts that are sticking in, our liquid glue. Now, I don't think I would mass produce all these Santas, but like, I mean, and one Santa would be fine. I think he's really funny and cute. And here, if I can, yes, I want him to, again, butt out into the margin, but not go so far that you wouldn't be able to get it in your note card. Okay, so there's that Santa. And this guy will not go in quite as far. Also doubling up the die cuts here with another layer just kind of makes the Santas a little more substantial without having to, use foam squares or anything like that. This is just going to be fine. I'm going to put that right in the corner so that he comes out a tiny bit, maybe down just a little like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Just got to figure out my hoe placements. I don't know if I want it to be hoe. Let's just see. A little hoe there coming off the belly and this guy down here. I kind of like the idea that the hoes are touching each Santa, but I don't know. That's kind of fun. Let me zoom in here. Oh, Santa, you are adorable. Okay. Hoe. I don't know. Yeah, kind of like the idea that our hose kind of connect more to Santa's belly. Am I going to stamp on the inside? I am. I'm going to do it. Let's see here. Okay, just want to make sure. I doubled up this. No, yes, did I? No, this is just a single layer of the hoe because I figured, this is probably good enough. Come down here, hold it, get it, hold it. There's one hoe. Okay. So much Santa. All right, Santa. Let's split that difference right there on the belly. There we go. Like that. And then one more. I'm just feeling the tactile adventure here with Santa, and maybe that comes down a little right there. So we have repetition happening, right? We've got 3 Santas, we've got 3 hoes, we've got our fun little pattern background, and now we're going to stamp on the inside. We're going to open this up, and we're going to place Santa here in the corner. I think this will be okay, right? This isn't going to harm anything because I'm going to say you're on the naughty list. But I don't think I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair on the inside because I don't want to have to wait for it to dry. So I'm just going to use my dye ink. Pick that up, reposition, and prime it up. And I'll just stamp with some Gina K Designs Black Onyx in my cube. And I'll stamp it a couple times so it'll be nice and inky. Bring that down and press. Okay. Give it another go. Of course, the dye ink will dry immediately. And press. Maybe one more go. That's what I love about the Misti. Just keep going in the same place until you get it as inky as you want it to be. And that's the greeting on the inside of the card. So that's my card. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on this because I feel like there's so much happening. But if I can find a nice red note card, in fact, you know what? Let me grab one. Now this is not the exact same color of cardstock because the cardstock I used here is, what is it called? It's from Concord and 9th. And I think, just for fun, I'm going to take one of the Santas. Maybe I'll just take one that I already did. Put him on the card right at the base. Oh my gosh, so cute. Let me clean this little friend off real quick. And do I want to have anything else on here? Wishing you a magical Christmas. I mean, why not? Let's just pop this right here. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I love the idea of decorating an envelope to match, and I don't always do it. Well, I don't always show it. That's not straight. but it is fun to do. And it just adds, you know, it adds a little something. So let's go like that. Prime you up a bit. Now here, I think I actually will use, and I'm gonna put a little Post-it tape underneath because I hate getting VersaFine Clair on things. So I'm just gonna put that right there. And I'm gonna do this one because this one I can let dry. It doesn't have to fold. So let's get that VersaFine Clair back out for the nice inky and crisp too. It's such a crisp ink. It really is nice. Bring it down and transfer. A little more attention on Santa there. See how that looks. Woo! I love it. Okay, the text up top is brilliant. Take that off. And do I need to stamp Santa again? I don't think I do because I like the idea that it looks a little whimsical, but I might as well. When in Rome, then you're gonna have a fun matching note card. Ah! So cute. All right, so whoever gets this card, they know, oh, Santa, he's coming to town. I would like to say I have the energy to make a tag, but I think I just have to sit back, soak in this card. You're on the naughty list, and enjoy my over-the-top trio or quadro of Santas. You can find links for all the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well so that you don't miss the next time I post. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. To see more Christmas card ideas, if that's what you're looking for at this particular time, check out the 2 thumbnails I have linked below, and I'll see you in those videos.